Hi everyone, Deb here. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to be making a little simple thank you card and a gift box. I've not made the gift box before, but I've got the instructions off of a site called Mitosu Crafts, I think it was called. I apologise if I've said the name wrong. But it looked quite sweet, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I wanted to do a thank you card with it. So I'm going to use the a design from the Canvas projects, and I saw this little one that's a drawing file. I'm just going to draw it in a plain colour. I want to keep it quite simple. I'll have a look when we finish and see if I want to do any colouring, but I don't think so. So just find the project that I want, and I'm going to click that. Running nice and slowly today. And there it is on my mat. Now I don't want to keep this, so I'm going to highlight it and hit delete. And I don't want to keep the outside line either, so I am going to delete that shape as well. So all I've got is the drawn file now. I'm just going to move it down a little bit. And I'm going to use this rounded rectangle instead of the shape that was on there. So I'm going to size that appropriately. A bit bigger than that, I think. Oops. That's about right. I'm going to highlight it all. And just make sure it's lined up in the middle and the centre. I'm also going to change that first shape to a draw line. So I want to put a cut line on the outside of it. So I'm going to do a offset. I'm only going to go out a little bit. Have a look and see what 8 looks like first. Nope, I think that's a little bit small, so let's undo that. Select it again, and we'll do 12. So that's going to leave the original line as it is, which is our draw line. I think that's a little bit better. So we've got our drawn line and our cut line, and now I want to make a card blank for it to go round. But before that, I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. I think it's a little bit big, so I don't want a huge card. Oh, I don't want a tiny card either. So Let's see what sort of size that is. PC runs badly in the craft room, I'm afraid. So 4.5 by 3 sounds about right to me, I think. So we'll go with that. So I want to create a card blank. I need to change that to cut while I'm here. And I'm going to do another offset off of that one. So go to offset and make it a little bit bigger. And there's our start of our card blank. So I'm going to make a duplicate of that, which you can either do which you can either just do a plus to do another one, or you can do a option and drag another one. We'll just do it this way. Pull that down a little bit, and then I'm going to select both of those and line them up and distribute them. If you put a 0 in there, it will just join them together. And we'll do a weld, and there's our card blank. Could put a line through to do a score line, but I'd rather do that myself, so I'm going to leave that as it is. We'll move this up a little bit. There, and we'll move this one, and then I can do them both at the same time on the ScanNCut. So that's that done. I'm happy with that. Cut out the shape, cut out, draw, and then draw. So I'm going to transfer that to the ScanNCut. And that's done. And now we're going to switch over to the other camera. To the ScanNCut. Now I'm going to use these pens that come with the ScanNCut. I haven't used any of these before. I think I might have used the black one to do a sentiment, but I don't normally use these. I normally use other pens, but as they come with the machine, so everybody has probably got them, that's what I thought we'd use. So I'm just going to pop the pen into the little holder, like that, and pop it into the machine. I've already got my card on the mat, so we'll do a retrieve data from the computer, and there's our file. So I'm going to do a quick background scan. See if that's all lined up. That looks good to me. Like I say, I haven't used these pens to do any sort of drawing before, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we will soon see. So I'm doing OK. I'm going to do a select, and I'm going to draw the first part. So let's see how that goes. Scan the lever and start. So let's see if I can get you to see what's happening here. Not very well, but it's not much better, but you can see it working anyway. Is actually drawing. I thought it wasn't doing anything for a minute there. Oh, now you can see on the camera, I think. Actually, it's not looking too bad. To be fair, that's come out a lot better than I thought it would. I thought the pens were going to be a bit thick, but they're not actually. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's not too bad at all. Okay, so let's get you back up there. So finished drawing, so I'm going to say OK, and then I'm going to select the cut parts and use my standard blade because it's pretty basic cutting out, and I'll just do the cut. Oh, I didn't mean to put that again. I'm just going to do the cut. Finished. So I'm just doing OK. Unload my mat. Okay, I had to move the camera, so apologies, but I thought I'd press record and I hadn't. But all you've missed me doing is putting a little card together. So I scored down the middle on my scoreboard. I did cut a matte layer for inside to write the message, and there's our little drawn card. I don't think the pens have done bad at all, and all they were doing was sitting there and they would have dried up, so I guess I should start using them a bit more. This would also look really nice foiled. So yeah, not a bad little design, and it's a nice quick little card. We'll make an envelope for it in a bit. But let's do this box. I haven't made this box before, so if there's any if I make any mistakes, at least I'll make them and you won't if you have a go at it. It's also in centimeters. I was going to convert it to inches, but didn't, so I'm doing it in centimeters. I've got some I've got sort of some little instructions, but nothing much, so it might be a bit of guesswork at times, but we'll see. If I go wrong, I'll just get another piece of card and we'll do it again. So this needs to be 21 centimeters by 19 centimeters, and on the 19 centimeter side I'm going to score at 3, 6, 8.5, 13.5, and 16. Make sure I am actually recording this, yes. So 3, 6, 8.5, 13.5, and 16. And then on the 21 centimeter side, I want to score at 4. Spin the card around and score at 4 again. So that is 4 and 17. Okay. So put that down there. So you've got 3 sort of similar size, and you've got 1 wider one and 2 thinner ones. So you need to have the 2 thinner ones on the right, and we are going to cut this rectangle and this rectangle away. So this one. Oh, I don't know if I said it's a no glue box, so let's see how that goes as well. So those 2 are cut out. Now we need to do a little bit more scoring, so let me get something a bit softer than this glass mat, and stylus and a ruler. Okay, so with the cut pieces on the right, first thing you need to do is on the next rectangle in, not the first one, the second one, which is 5 centimeters, you need to put a little mark at 2.5, and the same on the other end, so 2.5. And starting on this first rectangle, you want to score a line from the top down to the score line. So that's that one. and then from this corner here to where you've marked your 2.5, you want to do another one up that way. Then from that 2.5 down to the next corner, and then this corner up to the next score line. So you've got, I don't know how clear you can see that, but there's a zigzag score lines, and then you want to do the same at the other end. So from that corner to the top corner, from that corner to our 2.5 marker, down to that score line there, and then that one up there. I'm just going to go over those a little bit so that they're maybe a bit easier to fold. I don't know where that black mark's come from, probably off the end of that. Okay, so this fold, well, we'll do the folds and burnishes first. Put that over there. Make sure my PC is still that one. Okay, so on this very first one, that needs to be a valley fold. So burnish that one in. Valley fold. And then the rest of them need to be mountains. So I've just got to ease them in a little bit to begin with. I think they'll make their way a bit better once we fold the box together. Okay. Right, I'm going to round these corners off. So I'm just going to put a corner on those two, because that's the tab. And this is where my instructions have sort of stopped. So fold those two in. Fold this one. Okay, so this box is going to fit this chocolate bar, so it might be easier to do it with the bar in. So that pops in there, and then we hold this up like that, and that pops into there. So the tab pops into the little folds. It's a bit tight, so I'm going to chop a little tiny bit off. My small scissors. Right, I'm going to just take a real slither off of this tab. So I don't want it to suddenly pop open. So let's pop that back in again. Turn that round. And fold it together. Probably taking a little bit too much off of there, maybe. Stand those up a little bit. Yeah, see, that's the thing about taking that off. But although it says it's a no glue box, I might glue a bit. I might put a little tab on it, maybe, with a Velcro dot. In fact, I think I will. But there's the box. Like I say, don't do what I did and take too much off of there. But I might put a tab and a little glue dot on that, Velcro dot. So there's that. So we're going to put some mats and layers on it. Once we've done that, it might make it close a bit better. But so let's take that out for a minute. Make sure pieces are still going. Okay, so we are going to put some mats on some of these. So I am going to use something from this pad. I might use this one. Keep it a bit unisex, I think. So I have to remember to get this in the right orientation. Okay. So we want this to be 12 centimetres, 2.5. So the length will be, I'll do the length, 12 centimetres. We want 2 of them by 2.5 centimetres, which is there. Make sure I've done that right. I don't put in centimetres very much. And then 2 at 2. And then 1 at 4.5, just over 4.5. So there's our mats. So there's our little box. We'll put that. We're ready with that. There it is. There. I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to put a tab on there because that will just annoy me. So let me get a bit of green paper. I'm just going to cut a little tab. Thinner than that. So a little tab, put a little score in it. Oh, I've done it on this one. So I'll just put a little score in the middle. And then I will stick that in the middle. Well done. And then I'll stick this back on. Okay, so I've got some Velcro dots somewhere. So that's an option if it won't close properly. I'll put a little sparkly or something on there. That. Oh, I've only got pink. Don't like that green. I'll find something. These are a bit. No. We'll find one to go on there. Okay. So we'll put a little sentiment on there, I think. And I like that, a little something just for you. So I'll take that one. Scrap of white. I've got something knocking about here somewhere. No, that's patterned. There we go. Put that there to dry for a second. I'll clean that properly later. I just don't want to get ink all over my hands. Yeah, not happy with that. I might do that in green later. Don't like the, but that's what I'll do. I'll do a little. I'll post a picture of it after the video's gone out. So, but I don't like that in black, and I don't know. I don't want to be hunting around for my other ink at the minute. So there's our box and there's our card. So we're just going to make a quick envelope for that card. And it is 5 by 4. 5 by 4. So we want 7.5 by 7.5. I'm just going to cut a piece of paper. So that's 7.5 by 7.5, and we need to put it on the 3 3/8. So pop it in 3 3/8, press and score, and you turn it round and line it up with this little spike here. Press, score, line it up again, press and score, and line it up again, and press and score. And then at the back we've got a rounder for the top of the envelope. Do that a bit better. Pop that in there. And then we just Gold and burnish those. I'll put a bit of and then fold that one up, and hopefully, so it's a little envelope, not too bad a match. An envelope, a card, and a little box. All done. Sorry about the mix up there, but there's always a way of fixing something. So that's it. I'm off now to have a cup of coffee and a Snickers bar. I won't eat it. I might. Right then, see you all next time. Bye.